entrepreneurs, Startup Istanbul is a very unique space. Obviously, there's always a melding of East and West within Turkey, especially in Istanbul. We straddle two continents, and so there's a lot of opportunity to really connect different countries, different cultures, and at the same time, we're kind of close together, right? When I'm in the US, we're really far away from everyone, it's hard. But here in Turkey, there's just so much more opportunity to connect with people, and it's an emerging market. People are willing to take a little bit more risk. You know, if you're trying to get into the US, it's more established. They might not take the risk that you're gonna have here, and so by coming to Startup Istanbul, you've got the opportunity to network with investors who are actually willing to take more of a risk than you might get in a more established market. Yeah, so I'm a business owner, but I was called in as a mentor to help the other startups. So I judge, I give them advice, I let them know how they're supposed to do their pitches and if their business model is valid or what their product market fit should be, all that kind of stuff. Yesterday was a lot. I could barely speak at the end of the day. I think I talked to over 25 startups. So there was a couple that got in late or had visa issues, so I stayed late and kind of helped out with some of the latecomers, and it was a lot of people. There were a couple good startups that I talked to. I didn't talk to anyone really radically innovative. Most of them are pretty standard models. So give you an example, there's one guy, he's running what he kind of called the Airbnb of yachts in Turkey. Well, this is already an existing business model, right? There's a lot of copycats that I see. So, well, it's Uber, it's Airbnb, these models that are working that are established within the US market and maybe other markets, they don't exist in Turkey. I took Beer Taxi. So Beer Taxi is the Uber of taxis in Turkey. I took that here, right? We know it's a business model, we know it works. They just copied it and brought it to the Turkish market before Uber moved in, maybe. So I saw a number of those style of businesses that are successful, they're already generating revenue, and I can see them actually scaling over time. But I hadn't come across anything that was very innovative or very different, I would say.